I never stayed in the house because it's too much out there. I just gotta have it. And I'm trying to, that's another thing PTTI did for me, it made me humble. Right, my name is Gerard Mansfield of Masonry and Concrete. Well, now it's called Concrete Framing and Masonry, let me correct that. And the school is about being a technician. It takes you out of the field of laborers for all you folks out there that are laborers. Now you get to learn the business aspect of running a whole business and being like industrialized with the big apartment buildings and stuff like that. And with masonry and concrete, you get to see with the welding how the steel workers come together. And you get to see how the pipe fitters come together. And the electricity, even the CPS classes. Because if you mess around and get hurt, you gotta take it to the hospital. So even with the OSHA 30 card, so this school has a lot to offer everybody and anyone. You just gotta get up and be motivated anymore, you know what I mean? Because what's there to be scared of? For real, I mean, how much more can you do? If the man upstairs don't make no great flood again and cover everything, then you might as well say you got life to live. My favorite most moment is when I got my first job, and Miss Sandy. So she hires you, more or less. So when I got the little sanitation job, first thing she said was, if you miss any days in school, you're gonna lose your job. And she meant business. So right there, that told me that that's my grandmother. So then I know Sherman, we got closer. You know what I mean? And I became uncle. So I started associating everybody here to make my time easy. It's like my family. Because where I'm from, they always say the worst thing is your family. Because that's how you learn life. That's why folks leave and go to New York or go wherever you travel to. Because you know back home, your own family treats you bad because they love you, because they're showing you how to live somewhere else. Because if you're in a strange land and you can't call your people, who's going to help you? But this way you know how to help yourself. And that's what this school did for me too, also brought out all my character back. You know what I mean? It brought me back to who I thought I was, but I lost myself, but now I found myself. Because, well, when I first got here, you know, with the COVID and everything, so they were just reopening it, so trash was all outside, you know what I mean? It was looking filthy. You know what I'm saying? So I saw all that, and I heard the opportunity, because if you remember my story, I walked here. And the COVID, I didn't have nothing. But now I found myself again, and now I have something. But needless to say, I took the sanitation job to do ground maintenance, and I cleaned up all the trash around the front of the building. And what made me feel good was the neighbors, no matter what color, race, kid, child, they all said, thank you for a wonderful job. And that just brought me closer to the school. And it made me realize that I'm in the right place, no matter what everybody else around me that want to keep me down and keep me as their puppet or their slave. They want, now I'm doing better for myself, and nobody can take that away from me this time. Well, my proudest moment was getting the job, meeting Miss Sandy, and then coming up and working hard and dedicating myself, listening and paying attention. Everything in it, from the beginning to the end, is the proudest moment. It's like it's hard to identify one certain thing because one go together. And it's like a cycle because you meet so many people and you're interacting, so all of it. Just the people itself, students, kids, my kids. So like to me, trying to put something, one little simple phrase is hard because I want to see all the joy.
Right.
So just seeing joy, period, is that one special moment.
That's the moment.
That's the moment.
The whole thing.
Yeah. And one big umbrella, man. There's a whole bunch of folks, but you know, I started out with Sherman and Don though.
Yeah.
For having it here for me.
Yeah.
Because if they wasn't here, I wouldn't be here. So I got to give my thanks to them too, and everybody else underneath his staff, so the whole staff of PTTI. Well, my future looks like green grass. See me? I got my smile back. I feel good about myself. No worries, no stress. That's my future.
Yeah.
I got a job. Plus to add on to the previous job I had. So it all worked out. My plan, my dreams, I never gave up on, no matter how bad it seemed. And understanding that I still can walk around in the city to the creeks and the ponds. And no matter what the crimes say and the TV say, and I see the killing, I can walk away down to the nearest little creek like the rest of the folks when they play tennis and get away from all the madness. That's the whole purpose of staying in the house. I never stayed in the house because there's too much out there. I just gotta have it. And I'm trying to, but that's another thing PTTI did for me, it made me humble. I ain't running no more. I ain't staying up all night long chasing a wooden nickel. And then gotta go to work to get 10 more just to get to the one I lost. Good gracious, ooh-hee. You know, I ain't gotta make up no more excuses to myself why I couldn't make this appointment. I don't gotta lie no more to people. Interesting. I learned how to really tell the truth. I don't spare nobody's feelings, so I make it smooth, but you'll know where I'm coming from, so there won't be no more. That's like being your own boss, human resources and all that. That this school actually teaches you. Student services. I mean, it's like the business technician school. That's why it's not a trade school. The business aspect of it, because you got to know the basics. Because you got to get the people to sign off on the check. So long as you know that, you got the team together. But you gotta know how to keep it together. Man, stay motivated, man. Believe in your higher power. Believe that no one can take nothing from you. And the mind, you never wasted it no matter what you did, drugs, alcohol, whatever. You live behind beats. You know what I mean? You're still an intelligent person. You just gotta get off your days behind and put yourself together and do it like I did. Sacrifices. Sacrifices, man. Cut that off, square it off, make a 4 box, and remember, say, get what you need and live by that, and you'll see you'll be all right. Well, I'll just say, you know, pretty much, man, thank y'all for being there, because, you know, I got friends that's on everything. They be, you know, checking out the videos, you know, and I'm glad that I'm able to motivate someone from here on out. And if you do come, just recommend my name. Say Gerard referred me.